All right, GM friends, I hope you guys are having a great start to your Friday. It's finally the day of the week again where we gather for monkey business. This week has been an incredibly busy one for a lot of our folks within some of the folks that you see on the stage, especially, has been fronting a lot of, amazing initiatives. And I'm sure you guys would have seen the tweet that went out, how to get hold of the full monkey experience that may be available, as well as announcement that went out as well. All right, so that is basically the highlight of today's town hall, and I hope you guys are excited. And for folks like myself who unfortunately cannot be part of the monkey experience at Breakpoint this year, we hope you can bear with us and still stay with us throughout today's town hall as we bring you through, verbally what the experience of being a monkey at every breakpoint really be, so that pretty much sets an expectation for you to maybe work towards attending one of the monkey events so you can get the full monkey experience as well. Yes, I know, man, that's such a miss, Ben, but no worries, we'll get there. So before we give you all the alpha that you need, we cannot avoid the culture, the one strongest culture of MonkeDAO's town hall. And I wonder if you guys can guess what that is. To the event, maybe no. Okay, just kidding. Otherwise, Stro will kill me if I actually do give anyone a random ticket just yet, because there are ways that you can get hold of it. But this culture is basically the banana split. It's basically the newsletter. All right, so this week's edition seems to be the 87th edition already. And if you don't actually know, this also mean that this banana split, our very own MonkeDAO news has actually been running for, let's see, 87 weeks. This is truly impressive. And we can't be more excited to, actually feature the Oktoberfest, organized by our very own Hosey. So I hope you can also all join me to give Hosey a big tag to to give him a shout as well for organizing this on behalf of MonkeDAO. And through this event, I was told that MonkeDAO also brought together our fellow tree folks across the ecosystem and beyond, and basically the monkey beer with them. So I hope you guys have fun. It's always a great joy, watching out, fellow monkeys come together and enjoy a good beer. And this will never ever go wrong. All right. And yes, before we dive straight into the content, I saw that Simon also, tagged us earlier. Always remember the team who worked behind the scene to make the bananas to us. And I am actually not kidding. Folks that day in and day out. But I can, assure you there are also a bunch of people that we do not see day in and day out who are basically helping across every single aspect of MonkeDAO that possible, that makes us operational. So yes, big shout out to everyone, and especially the Monkey newsletter team. With regards to the banana speed. All right, so that's the agenda item that we have lined out. Feel free to check it out. Running off with the Town Hall TLDR as well. The Town Hall TLDR is basically an amazing way where you can get quickly updated on whatever is going on. What exactly is the monkey business that everybody is talking about? If you are not available to sit through an hour of recording, you can always come in. I appreciate the happy birthday. It seems like every week on Town Hall is my birthday. So, I always appreciate that wish. All right, so trying to not get distracted, but as you know, every week is a challenge. A bunch of monkeys together, things go crazy. So just imagine this in real life. That is the monkey experience. That's all the alpha that you need to convince you to go to Breakpoint. All right. So Town Hall TLDR, if you don't have an hour to sit through it, no worries at all. All that you need to do is to come into the Discord, use the command !Town Hall TLDR. This would give you basically a quick pointer of everything that is going on, everything that has been talked about, in last week's town hall, and the quick way to get updated very quickly on the town hall without having to sit through the entire recording or being part of this. But of course, I do want to remind you that if you do attend these town halls live, you are actually rewarded with bananas, or should I say, awarded with bananas as well. So, no idea what the banana stand is about. This crazy banana stand that everyone is talking about. Apparently, some folks have already been able to redeem some amazing gifts from there. But if you do want to get involved, this is one of the many ways. All right. So moving on, this is the MonkeDAO vote section. Basically, we put this up as a quick overview. Of course, we've seen in recent weeks how our governance section has become a lot more active as far as like discussion goes. So this is an amazing way to get you quickly updated on the latest votes that went live, what the current status of it, how did it close, what's the conclusion of it. So a couple of them: weekly barrel raffle for on-chain vote participation. I believe he brought this up. Of course, a lot of folks provided their insights to this. I personally think this is definitely a great way to explore how we can incentivize folks and whatnot. So this could be a good one to explore. If you have not seen it, please go and vote for it. Put your monkey where your mouth is. That's also the result that came out of the Mega Monkey, and that was that is actually helmed by White Rabbit. This will also be talked through for this week's town hall. And yeah, with regards to the executive compensation, I think Norm will come out and speak about this, so I'll skip this for now. Return to OGSMB branding. This was actually passed, and of course, we immediately put this out and updated the SMB Twitter handle. It generated max hype. And some of us, of course, were feeling very nostalgic because clearly if you were feeling nostalgic, it means you are probably very, very old. So welcome to the Senior Citizen Club. All right, so Monkey Comms Monday Monkey Spotlight. What exactly is this? This is basically a platform that we have carved out to sort of allow our folks to, leverage on and come up with and share with us, or share with the larger community, utilizing the MonkeDAO platform as a way to amplify the work that they are doing in the space as a builder. So if you are a builder, or if you are part of an amazing team and you want to come up and share it with the wider community and ecosystem on what you are working on, this is one way to get involved. Music, of course. There's always way that you can sign up or rather submit your song of the day. I have to plug, I've been very addicted to this very weird song called More Passion, More Energy, and More Footwork. I'm obviously not doing it justice, but please go and check it out. I'm not getting commission from it, I swear. But that's the monkey music, guys. The what is that? Fun by B1 Monkey Music event. This is happening as well, and don't worry, we will be running through this a lot later on. You will get everything that you need to know about Breakpoint, and especially being part of MonkeDAO. And yeah, that is the Monkey Com section for now. All right, let's see. Monkey S. Ometa, this is I believe this is a fellow project, or is this an event? Apologies, let's see. Okay, there is actually a date stated out for Ometa the Sacrifice. I believe this is mean that it's probably available across the time period. So if you guys are interested, do go check it out. And there's also a very nice MonkeDAO logo being put at the ad section, which is interesting. Putting an ad on MonkeDAO, featuring MonkeDAO. Makes sense. Well, it's always fun. All right, so my favorite section of the newsletter, Monkeys on Twitter. I'm not sure about you guys, but this always crack you up if you are reading through this. And I want to quickly also use this time to mention Boana as well. Boana has been aggregating these, of course, alongside the newsletter team. But it is not easy putting these posts all together and trying to sort of find all the amazing monkey content being featured. So if I could kindly and humbly request for your help to just tag Boana and say a big shout out to her, that would be super amazing. This is how the monkey culture is retained through amazing folks like Boana, who continue to help us put out monkey content on a weekly basis. All right, so this is the end of our newsletter for this week. I hope you guys are excited. And if you are not, or if you are actually listening to this on recording and are wondering what the hell is Jeremy talking about for the last 10 minutes, please come into the Discord, use the command !newsletter. All right. So yeah, this is now the time for us to enter into the exciting section where we can share with you about the full monkey experience at Breakpoint. take this as like a pre-trip briefing if you're a monkey and you're attending, the Solana Breakpoint conference that is happening in just about 2 weeks or so. All right, without further delay, I'm going to pass the time to Stroll, who will bring us through anything and everything Solana Breakpoint related as a monkey. So whenever you are ready, Stroll GM, let's run it over.
GM, everyone. How you guys doing? I can't wait to share to all of you our free Breakpoints events. I know that I got so many DM, all the executive team got so many DMs. How many Breakpoint events are we gonna do? And finally, I'm here to answering all of your questions and as well as telling you all the MonkeDAO events for this Breakpoint. The first event will be October 29, it will be Sunday, between 4:30 and 7 p.m. And it's going to be the Monkey Boost Cruise. So basically, we are going to sail and go through all the canals of Amsterdam and enjoy with an open bar and some snack and having some fun together. And it's also a good way to meet up because it's going to be the day before Breakpoint. We have a ticket on Matrica. It's going to be a raffle ticket because the spots are very limited because, of course, the boat is not going to be a huge boat since we're going to go through the canal of Amsterdam. So if you have a Gen 2, please register in the ticket that I sent in the chat. The second event, this is going to be the Monkey Point event. That is going to be the biggest event. It's going to be the Super Club. It's one of the best clubs in Amsterdam. And I can't wait to meet all of you guys there. This event will be Monday, October 30th, between 9 p.m. and 1 p.m. This event is organized by Monkey Music. So big shout out to Monkey Music and all the people that work in Monkey Music and help us organize this amazing event. This event is until today was open only for Gen 2 holders, but from today, Gen 3 holders can also register for this event. You can get the ticket on the banana stand, or you can, if you don't have bananas, you can buy them for 1.9 Sol on sidechain. If let me send you the links on the chat. This is for the banana stand, and this one is for sidechain. If you are on the banana stand, you can claim your ticket, and then you're gonna get a code. Go click on the sidechain link, put the code, and then you're gonna get a free ticket. The last event. Here I have to say a big thanks to Mike that helped us to organize this event. It's going to be November 2nd from 6:30 p.m. until 1 a.m. And it's going to be Monkey Tapas and Drinks. It's going to be in a Spanish restaurant. It's super nice. Lots of monkey have been already there and have been tested this place, and it's super nice. The Monkey Tapas is divided in two parts. First, the dinner, and then the after-dinner party. The dinner will be only for Gen 2 holders, and we have like 60 to 80 spots, while the monkey party is open for Gen 3 too. There's going to be an open bar, so you guys can drink as much as you want, have fun, and network as much as you want. So these are pretty much it. These are the three main events, but also keep in mind that we are, as we done in the previous Breakpoints event, we are also organizing an official monkey event. We're organizing some dinner, brunch, or breakfast, so we can get the community. We can get the community together. That's all. Let me know if you have any question. You can tag me here in the chat, and I'm happy to answer. And looking forward to see all of you at Breakpoint. I can't wait. I'm counting the days, and see you guys soon.
All right, thanks a lot, Stro. And I am not too sure how Stro managed to do everything in just like a couple of minutes, because I can assure you, before this town hall, we literally spent hours on the call trying to put all the information in place just to make sure that everyone can, go to the right place to sign up. So, I'm sure you guys will have a lot of, questions along the way. There are also a lot of information being shared. That post that, was put out, you definitely has a lot of information. That also was drafted by Unjust Mouse. So big shout out to Unjust Mouse for drafting that announcement for us as well. So if you guys do have any questions, please direct your conversations to the Breakpoint thread. Specifically as well, if you would like perhaps a platform where you can get quicker responses, maybe Telegram could be the go-to platform instead. So within the Breakpoint Discord thread itself, there should be a Monkey Point Telegram link that you can click. Note that you will require your Telegram to be linked to your Metrica. This way, it's going to be a truly gated Telegram chat whereby you know that everyone inside is a MonkeDAO member. And this is probably one of the truly Web3 experience that you can have, sort of leading up to, seeing more interesting infrastructures being rolled out. And we hope to be able to implement them as well. So yeah, so go check it out. I think Simon just dropped it as well. Yes, this is the token gated Telegram chat. And if you have any questions, and just based on experience itself, the best way to find monkeys if you're lost or just to see what is the next coolest event to go to, or if you are going crazy at midnight and trying to find folks to party with, this is the Telegram that you need to be in. All right, so go check it out. Make sure you are part of it and just enjoy the monkey vibe and enjoy the experience there. Now, if this is not enough for you, and if you're looking for ways to double up your monkey experience at Breakpoint, I believe Distro has prepared something to sort of excite you with. So without linking too much, Distro, whenever you're ready, feel free to come up and share with us some of the other alpha that you have lined up.
I am ready. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone, or day. I don't know. Good morning for if you're in the US. Anyway, so we have a few other things to lined up for Breakpoint. As you've probably, if you've been to other Breakpoints and other events, we usually have official merch being dropped. We already had the VIP package that was available earlier, but we wanted to do something else and something more for our holders. So basically, we have, I'm gonna drop in the chat in just a couple of seconds. We have a preview of the official T-shirt that we are dropping for Breakpoint. So just drop that now. So this will be available in a very limited kind of supply. So this is for Breakpoint for our Amsterdam edition. So this will be available for holders to buy, and we will start dropping that probably over the weekend. Still not sure, but will likely be over the weekend. This is done in partnership with one of our very own monkeys. So Jake has the non-fungible wear company. I'm sure that many of you have heard about him and non-fungible wear as well. So we are doing this in partnership with them and dropping like high quality kind of merch exclusively just for this event. But we didn't want to just stay with like just a simple t-shirt, so we are actually dropping something else. So I'm just going to just give me 1 second, and so I'm gonna drop a second preview. So this is the official hoodie for Breakpoint. So we have a banana yellow hoodie. This is not exclusive just for this event. We will, I'm not sure, but depends on whatever like the community like it. But this is a more generic kind of merch, and this will obviously make an impact in the night of Amsterdam. So that's our goal, is for people to know that you're from MonkeDAO and you're representing MonkeDAO. So this definitely will make you stand out in the crowds, and this will also be a very limited supply for this event. So we are most likely going to drop this together with the t-shirt, and we are also creating like a special pack for anyone that wants to have like the full breakpoint experience, so that they can also win some tickets for the events. So we'll be dropping this over the weekend. We'll have more information about this. I just wanted to give you like a preview about what kind of merch we are doing specifically for breakpoint. So we have this. We also have the mystery pack. Don't forget about that. So this will be available for purchase very soon, and again, very limited supply. So keep an eye on that.
All right, thanks a lot, Distro. But I do want to bring you up, especially related to the merch pack. I'm not sure if you mentioned about this earlier, but I think we may have just discussed about this a while back in the boardroom, especially around some of the benefits that may be extended to individuals who purchase the merch special pack. So, do you want to come up and share a little bit around what has been freshly decided? And what should folks do given some of the restrictions for one of the specific event that maybe.
Yeah. So I just touched briefly on that, but yeah. So as I mentioned, we are dropping this initially with a pack of like t-shirt and hoodie, and whoever gets that will be eligible to also win some of the tickets that we have available, especially for our first event, like the Boost Cruise event, which is very limited kind of access right now. So this is one of those kind of unique opportunities that you still have to attend some of those more kind of exclusive that we are putting together. So just keep an eye on that. We will announce this, and you will get all of the details. But definitely, like if you're one of the first ones to buy the t-shirt and hoodie pack, you'll definitely get some benefits back. So yeah, just keep an eye on that.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, Distro. Sorry for putting you up in an awkward position here of like leaking the leaks. But I don't know what you guys think about it, but I think that is like incredibly exciting, especially if I'm an attendee of like Breakpoint and I'm a member of MonkeDAO, because the Bruce Cruise literally only has like 25 tickets, and currently it's also like gated to Gen 2 only. But this could be part of a very unique and exclusive experience. And if the deal here is that if you purchase a special pack, you get the opportunity to win a ticket to the Boost Cruise. That sounds like it could be pretty interesting. All right. Not financial advice, of course. Just a slight little fun benefit that we want to extend to community members so that, to some degree, we try to make sure that everyone can be part of the monkey community and the monkey meetup and the exclusive experience that we try to put together. All right. So hope you guys are excited and you guys are looking forward to Breakpoint. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any individuals that you see here. We'll be more than happy to either assist you, or if we can't, we will make sure that we direct you to the right channels or the right individuals. All right. So moving forward, this is going to be just a very brief shout out related to the Monkey Meetup. I'm not sure if you guys still remember, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the Monkey Meetup Grant Program. That, of course, has been officially rolled out across like sort of appointing and working with 5 monkey reps. And that's like specifically like New York, SF, LA. And there's also Europe as a whole region. And there's also Singapore specifically. So the individuals that we have identified has been shared already as well. For Singapore, it's Justin. For New York, it is Alice. For Europe, it is Stroll. And I think for SF, it is Tandis. Some of them pretty familiar names for you guys, or everyone, in fact. And I believe for LA, it is none other than Hammer. So these are folks that you probably have spent a fair bit of time in. We are very excited to see how this can continue to encourage more meetups. I was actually planning to drop them again in the announcement channel to give you guys an update. And the main point is to really encourage you guys, especially if, it doesn't matter which city you are from and whether if that city is already part of this official Monkey Meetup Grant Program already, because our eventual goal is to extend this to as many cities as possible. But if you are a new monkey member, MonkeDAO member, basically a new monkey, right? Let's keep it simple. Where you need to be is to go to the IRL meetups thread section. I just dropped the link here as well. Go to the RL meetups thread, find whether you actually have the city that you're living in right there, and try to get involved, with the localized community from there. Especially if you're part of the first five that has been identified as like the trial testers equivalent. We know that there for New York especially, there's like this one meetup that Alice is trying to put together already. So if you live in any of these five cities, go in there, get involved with the Telegram channel, and so that you can actually be directed to the right place. And if the events are being organized, you can be invited to be part of it. All right. Yeah, so that is the quick update related to Monkey Meetup. I see that AK said that no answer me. I'm not sure if this is related to it. But if no one is answering you, or like you can't find the related cities Telegram, just let us know, and then I'm sure we would be more than happy to point you to the right place. All right. So the next item that we want to talk about, or I do want to sort of especially bring up as well, is related to the finance update. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the announcement as well. We did put out the announcement related to the finance update, especially related to a drain that happened last month. This is actually in a minor announcement channel as well. So approximately a month ago, myself as an individual was basically a victim of a wallet drain, which saw the PC being compromised. And some background information here is that the reason we are bringing this up is to make sure that we keep everybody updated on the latest happening and be completely transparent with you guys on some of the discussions that have been happening inside and some of the sort of actions that have been taken. All right. Background information is also important to know that, like, myself personally have been the treasurer of MonkeDAO basically since our inception, from the hot wallet at least. Well, in the very beginning when there was no multi-sig, yes, we could we were still holding funds on hot wallet because there was no multi-sig. But as soon as Realms was up, we pretty much always had the habit of storing all our assets there. But TLDR here is that a total of approximately 410 SOL was drained from MonkeDAO's related wallet. Usually the guideline is only 200 SOL that is in any hot wallet at any one given time. Right? This was the guideline before. There were actually a total of 410 SOL, largely because we were in the process of liquidating some NFTs for SOL because of the NFTs that we got through a couple of campaigns that happened, and as a result we had more than 200 SOL. These 410 SOL unfortunately was also taken away, and this was also I believe brought up and discussed over one of the specific town hall, or especially some of the voice chat as well. But what happened after that was that this 410 SOL was immediately sort of top up by myself, because I felt that I myself, as the individual who is supposed to be overseeing the funds, fell victim to it. So I was definitely liable, and it is my responsibility to sort of make sure that the funds are kept safe, and I in this instance did not do so. So in order to sort of like make up and meet my mistake, I just decided to take out from my savings and I put it back. So the 410 SOL was made up, and the DAO was made full. Every other assets was also secured. A couple of folks, especially Norm, Zach as well, also worked with me to secure some of the assets, including NFTs and whatnot. So most of the assets are secure. We managed to also set up even more guidelines related to this. But eventually, as individuals also reached out to myself, and there were a couple of votes that were brought up internally to have this reimbursed, which I really appreciate. And it was definitely a hard decision for me personally to decide on whether if I do want to, have this reimbursed. But I eventually, after a long thought, I decided that, hey, I would be willing to sort of just take up the offer for myself to be reimbursed from this. So I appreciate the individuals that have reached out, and especially the execs as well, who have actually shared their viewpoint as well. By no means, most importantly, I want to bring up from this incident is that it's not a matter of like whether I want to take the money or not, but this this point that is most important for me to bring up is that, financial incentives or like financial gains, and especially through incidents like this would never be the motivation for many of us or like for all of us. And this is definitely not an ideal outcome. But I think it is still important, as much as this is an awful experience that I, wish never happened. And I do, want to move on from here. I think it's important to sort of bring this up again and address this personally to all of you. And, just to let you know that aside from this happening, there are obviously a lot of learning lessons that, we ought to take from here. This includes properly setting up, the appropriate security measures, and, basically not treat any sort of finance guidelines or things that are centered around security as a joke. Right. I think this is a very good reminder. As much as I've been a big preacher of wallet security for a long time, and have still fall prey of it, I can only imagine, how tricky it would be for everyone else. So, as a DAO, as a collective, there are various action items that we have taken, shifting of all NFT assets onto squads as much as possible. Full disclosure, we have liquidated some NFTs that may not be of value or have limited value or have very limited association with DAO, etc. We've decided to keep so, or rather use that so to acquire gentries or whatsoever to find ways to incentivize the community. There are also NFTs that we have basically rolled it out via the banana stand as well. So that is those are some of the initiatives that we are doing with NFTs. But all NFTs assets are now moved on to squads. We are not using Realms because Realms has a not as sort of on par experience when you compare it to Realms. And so we decided to use squads, but the only downside is that squads do not support compressed NFTs for now. So there are still especially a bunch of Tensorians that I do need to mention that we are still holding in the hot wallet. 2 hot wallets specifically. One is held by Norm for the staking, and another one is held by myself. Almost an equal distribution. All right. And some folks have also asked what we plan to do. And we are indeed thinking about rolling out more banana stand giveaways and campaigns and whatnot through that. So just keep a lookout for that. All right. So the next one I do want to mention very quickly, apologies. I'm seeing a lot of pings. If your ping is also to ask me to keep quiet and move on, I apologize. I do want to sort of spend a bit more time here just to make sure we run through the different action items that we have implemented. I'm not able to see your pings, unfortunately, because I'm actually at the minor announcement page. So you can ping me as much as you want, but I am not able to read it. All right. Okay. Let me try to read this for now. I apologize, but please bear with me. Hot wallet, the reason why we keep a hot wallet, this has been brought up as well, is that, this hot wallet is meant to be served as the role of petty cash. Regardless in any institution that you face, organization or job especially, the idea of petty cash is not foreign. So we want to make sure that we also can keep, that role of the petty cash available in MonkeDAO. And because there are certain expenses that may not be large, sort of like big tickets. So these wallets specifically, the guideline have now been sort of even tightened from the initial 200 SOL value to now 2000 USDC, because the value also can fluctuate, but USDC is stable, or this is what we believe, right? Stable coins are meant to be stable. I'm not sure if you guys understand that, but I sure have had a very traumatic experience with that. All right. The third is any swap of assets needs to be done within the shortest time possible. No assets to be left idling in the wallet other than the DAO's multi-sig for an extended period of time. And this specifically is very important because, this is actually one of the reasons why we lost more than 200 SOL as well. And we have learned from this. So the execs in this room especially would have experienced this. Now the guideline is that whoever raised the proposal or whoever the funds are intended for will be the only individual who can execute or who should be executing the whatever proposal it is, even if it is already successfully voted. And this is to ensure that there is minimal to no idle time of assets left in a certain wallet, and to sort of minimize that sort of whatever human error or any possible slip ups that could be basically existent, because there are cases which happen whereby, a certain contract has been executed and then the funds are left there for an extended period of time. So yeah, there should be no reason why a large amount of funds have to be sitting outside of the DAO official multi-sig for an extended period of time. All transactions involving larger amounts must come directly from the DAO multi-sig in which they are administered by the signers, also known as the executive members of MonkeDAO. All right, so these are the different follow-up actions that I've taken. Of course, today I still run the hot wallet, the role of the hot wallet, but also full disclosure that I've replaced my Mac in full. I'm not using any of the old Mac that I used to use, and this is now started on a clean slate. All right. So I just want to also take this opportunity, or take this time to sincerely apologize for this incident, this slip up that happened. And this was definitely a lack of oversight, and I own this mistake. And hopefully, this will not happen again. And yeah, this is definitely an awful one. But thank you for your kind understanding, I guess. And a lot of you have reached out, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, so that's the update that we owe you, and I think we ought to give you as well. Hope you guys are, sort of comfortable, with the latest security measures that we have introduced. All right, so enough for the sort of like sad stuff. While I sort of try to go through all the crazy pings that you guys have sent, maybe let's bring up another monkey who can not talk about sad stuff. And this monkey is going to talk to us something that can involve the community a lot more. And this is definitely good news. All right, so let's bring up distro again, and we can run through anything related to some of the community initiatives that we have. And distro, without leaking too much as well, let's hand over the stage to you right away.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to find my unmute button. Well, I guess the main thing that we have kind of upcoming, and we will also share more. Like I think Stroll last time shared a little bit about that, but we are kind of moving forward with the SMB logo competition. So we're working on our side to get everything ready for people to be able to contribute to that and be part of that competition. So that is the kind of like the main thing, I guess, in terms of like initiatives that we are working, and we'll be announcing the start date for that, and everything will be ready for anyone of our community to kind of contribute to that. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else specifically that you were thinking, Jamie.
No, yeah, I think that is basically it. So it's we wanted distro to come and share with everybody on some of the latest updates and what to expect, especially related to the logo competition. All right. So unfortunately, you are going to have to sit through more of Jamie voice again. But before that, Stro, I was also made known by your DM just about 2.3 nanoseconds ago. So why don't you, come up and share with us a little bit around this MonkeDAO event in London, so that we can also give them a quick shout out.
GM, if you guys are in the London area, Monday, we are organizing an event with Super Team UK and Mob Studio. We're gonna give away 2 Gen 3, sorry. I mean, I wish 2 Gen 2. And if you guys want to meet, I would love to meet you guys. So London monkeys or UK monkeys, feel free to come to the event. It's gonna be Distro is gonna be there, and I think also Nom is gonna be there. It's gonna be after the demo day of Super Team from the Hyperdrive Hackathon, and the event is from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. And let me share the group, the link to the group. Let me see. Okay. So if you guys are in the London area, I will looking forward to meet you guys there.
All right. Thanks a lot, Stro. That was super helpful. And that was your very brief break of more jammy voice. I hope you guys are excited for more jammy voice. Let's see. Yes, so I hope you guys remember at the start of the newsletter, or rather towards the start of the newsletter, we also mentioned that the put your monkey where your mouth is. The winner of that was the Mega Monkey project, and I'm sure some of you would have seen the role that has been created. So if you are a Mega Monkey, just bear with me. So this is actually this is actually a role that was created as a follow-up to the initiative that actually was the winner of the contest. Put your monkey where your mouth is. And as part of this, we also wanted to use Town Hall's time to share with everybody on the latest update related to the project. And all these individuals that you see, like Conan, CGM, is flexing their purple tag. So big shout out to them. But basically, what this Mega Monkey role entails is that if you have at least 5 Gen 2 or 50 Gen 3, no mix and match, you'll be eligible for it. So Hot Rabbit is the individual running this through, but we are basically, I am basically just running the update on behalf of him because he's not able to be here with us personally today. So there are a lot of tasks that, or rather, there are a lot of discussions that have happened in the channel. And Mega Monkeys, can you guys, help to link the channel, especially? So basically, the channel is called Mega Monkey Role Discussion. So if you guys are interested to participate on this specific initiative, do hit that and contribute. I know there are a lot of very fruitful discussion. Especially in DMs as well. Hot Rabbit has been sharing a lot on the latest update. But I want to share with you some of the tasks very quickly that has been planned. Just reading it out because I don't want to, leak too much. I would prefer to have Fuad to come here at some point to share with you guys because this is obviously his little baby as much as MonkeDAO is ours. But here are some of the things that you can expect. Creating a separate Mega Monkey multi-sig wallet and fund it with the 25k. This will be powered by a creation of a multi-sig. This will be powered by 3 individuals specifically. I believe currently it is highlighted for Hot Rabbit, Norm, and Jam. There are also priority for means whitelists and pre-sales. Priority no queuing access to all official MonkeDAO events. Priority access to Monkey Ventures deals. This is something that have been made known, yes, indeed. And I think we will eventually have guidelines for this. And this is definitely something that we will be more than happy to accommodate. And I can say this very easily because, we basically have to administer Monkey Ventures as well in a personal capacity. Free ad space in Monkey Newsletter Banana Split. I know Hot Rabbit has reached out to the newsletter team to organize this as well. Beers on us for your birthday. Sounds like a very interesting, sort of like, no frills, low cost initiative that is also a good touch, a good personal touch. Hope you guys are excited. There are IRL seasonal care package benefits. Christmas is coming. Hint, hint. If you guys are a Mega Monkey, you can look out for it. Higher rate of earning bananas for banana stand. This is something which I believe is still being discussed. And I think Hot Rabbit can keep us updated. Special merch for cloud. Yes, I have already seen discussions ongoing. Would be interesting to see how this is organized. IRL gift raffle for Mega Monkeys. Partial funding for IRL upskilling. Wow, this is a very wholesome sort of Mega Monkey program that we are seeing. And this is why MonkeDAO is different. I keep telling you guys. You are here because you believe in it. So, enough of shilling MonkeDAO. Partial funding for Mega Monkey related art commission. I know this was freshly added. Commissioning a Mega Monkey banner, pet insurance, Mega Monkey meetup, extra reimbursement. This is, I think, being discussed. There's also something that will be eventually decided, which is salary for Mega Monkey manager. All right, so this is basically the update I wanted to share with you guys on behalf of Hot Rabbit, the initiatives that have been ongoing, given the latest update on the proposal results. All right, so we have arrived at, probably one of the last agenda item, and I want to bring up Norm to run through some of the North Star metrics. So Norm, whenever you're ready. But if you are thinking about leaving just yet, please do not leave because we are going to run the raffle of Gen 3s today. And Zach is like super pumped up. Sorry, our very own Florida man is super pumped up to be running that raffle. So stay tuned, stay with us, and maybe you could be one of the lucky winner of the Gen 3. All right, so without further delay, Norm, please take over the stage.
GA or GN, everybody. Thank you all for coming here to another town hall. And special shout out to everybody who was able to attend either the London or Berlin Build Station events so far, representing Monkey builders at various different events with the super team people. So we have been obviously releasing highlights of what we want to focus on as the executive for MonkeDAO going forward. There has been a ton of different points of conversation about what the priorities or the focuses should be. Previously, I've released a North Star statement of where I believe a lot of our efforts should be put into what we want to build. And the prioritization document that I put out is basically a slimmed down version of that, focusing on 3 specific areas that I think is going to bring the most value to MonkeDAO and is also achievable inside of the next 90 days going into the end of the year. Essentially, these are focused on financial management updates, not only in terms of giving a better understanding to MonkeDAO of our current holdings, investments, budgets, and plans going forward, but also to make that easily understandable and readable to the members of MonkeDAO. So that's continuing off the work that people like Undy and Jemmy have been putting a lot of work into and updating that there. Part of that is going to be bringing on an outside advisor to be acting essentially as the treasurer for MonkeDAO, making this so that it's not a appointed or elected role. This is just going to be somebody it would be an appointed rather than an elected role, somebody who's responsible for helping to manage and present the finances of MonkeDAO to the broader membership. This seems to be a pretty clear area for improvement, so we're looking forward to pushing that out. And that also include plans like what are we doing to invest and potentially grow the treasury of MonkeDAO going forward, whether that is in stablecoin, Solana, NFTs, you name it. The second stage is pushing forward stuff for the Gen 3 SMBs. We saw a pretty clear movement, I would say, on Twitter earlier in the last week or so of Gen 2s only need to survive and do nothing. That doesn't necessarily mean the same thing has to happen for Gen 3 SMB NFTs. With the removal of the Gen 3 team that was done via DAO vote, and with the change to the barrel auctions, a lot of the strategies for the continuation for Gen 3 moving forward are no longer in effect. That means that we need to find either existing teams that have utility, whatever that may be, or potential ways to work with the Gen 3 SMB NFTs to push that forward. There's no current appointed or elected team responsible for the pushing forward the Gen 3 NFTs, so we need to figure out what that looks like going forward. And as the additional part of that, there does need to be some sort of governance or strategy around the Gen 3 NFTs. We have seen continuous messages and conversations around the fact that right now Gen 2s have the governance control inside of MonkeDAO, but Gen 3 NFTs don't have a clear way for holders to express what they want to see going forward. So we're going to be exploring areas there for what we can do in order to continue to improve the experience of Gen 3 holders. And more broadly, the final one is going to be improving the holder experience of people inside of MonkeDAO, whether this is in user experience or whether this is in, making sure that we get together to bring back positivity, good vibes, great experiences, and I like what we're trying to do for Breakpoint for all of you, but also for increasing our social output, for bringing people to be more involved, not only in governance, but generally all of our activities, and continuing to increase our current infrastructure. There's a lot more initiatives that are going to be worked on. These are just where we're focusing our priorities over the course of the next 90 days, and you'll likely see announcements based around a lot of these going forward. This is where I have to go to the less than happy news. What we've seen earlier this week was that the executive compensation vote was denied for everything going up for earlier this year until August for the proposal that was put up there. There is the opportunity for individual executives to be pushing forward their nominations for individual funding rather than for it to be as a group, as designed by the outside proposal or outside compensation committee. as a part of that funding proposal. But it's pretty clear that I don't believe anyone is really happy with how that side of it is going. So if the community isn't happy with the way that people are supposed to be compensated for doing work for things that they want to see inside of the DAO, the executive, I don't think, is happy that that got voted down. I myself personally, I'm not thrilled to see the results of that be negative, and that's not what I was expecting to see. So we are going to be looking at either ways that needs to be changed in general or anything else moving forward. For right now, my clear messaging to the executives and everybody who's been involved has been, this is something where we are essentially all volunteering our time. We're trying to do the best that we can to make the community have great, exciting experiences. But everyone here also has to get other jobs to work on other things outside of MonkeDAO in order to support themselves. And that's likely going to continue until the foreseeable future, because as of right now, we don't have a compensation structure that both the DAO and members of the executive have to agree on. So that's going to require a lot more work. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It kind of feels like we wasted a bunch of time to get to this point where nobody really feels happy or that we've come to an agreement. So it's going to take a lot more work, and that's going to be another area where I spend a lot of my focus going forward in the next few weeks. Outside of that, we're looking forward to Breakpoint. I'm hoping that's going to be a very positive experience, and I'm looking forward to seeing a bunch of different members there, and obviously everybody who is in London. Also looking forward to seeing you all here, whether it's at Build Station or at the events that we'll be throwing for MonkeDAO going forward. That's my stuff for this week.
All right, thanks a lot, Norm. I believe now we are ready for the exciting stuff and the happy news, especially. And I believe we have no other better candidate to present this to than our Florida man, who just basically fee of himself, flexing, those monkey merch, and maybe you can try to ask him how you can get out of it. But GM, Florida man, I hope you are having a great start to your day. Please tell us all the great news you have prepared.
Docs. Thanks, Jimmy. What's up, monkeys? So a couple things. I think I should probably answer your first question, which is that merch is taking forever. So that merch is super custom. Obviously, everybody's seen the hat. I think people have seen the hoodies. A bunch of those individual components had to be ordered separately. Some are taking longer than others. So long story short, it's taking forever. I was mentioning earlier, I have to have surgery because I tore a tendon in my arm, so I'm not going to be able to go to Breakpoint, and it's been slowing me down in general. So a lot of the guys on the team, on the new exec members and the current exec members, have stepped up hugely to help kind of fill gaps for areas that I've kind of gotten stuck on or slowed down on for Breakpoint and for other things. So I definitely appreciate that. Shout out to those guys. So for the fun stuff, I want to remind everybody to make sure that you're picking up your mystery packs. I'm going to leak some of the items from the mystery pack in the chat right now. Wait for it. Pretty slow in general. There we go. So mystery packs are on sale. Get your mystery packs. There's a variety of different items in them. So keep an eye out for that. Shout out to Ben, who has really done a ton of great work to make all these things possible. Lots of cool stuff in the mystery pack. And then also wanted to just give everybody a quick update on the banana stand stuff. So there's always work being done behind the scenes. We'll go ahead and we'll do a raffle for 2 Gen 3s right at the end of this. And we're also working on a couple things to make MonkeDAO better, more social, and allow monkeys to connect. So through Banana Stand, people are going to have user profiles where you can kind of click in, see what people are working on, see what people are interested in by looking at their profile. I know that Distro has a really cool vision for how we can better integrate monkeys and how we can allow people to interact better through like their internet and their Web3 kind of identity. And that's what we're all about here at MonkeDAO. So we're going to be integrating that into kind of this vision for what the banana stand can be, right? So with that in mind, we are launching badges here pretty soon. I will drop a sneak peek of the badges, which a few people have seen, but having badges will help to earn more bananas. And then also thinking about and working on sort of the next big restock for banana stand. So stay tuned for that. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. For me for now, but do we want to go ahead and do these raffles right now?
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it. Let's end it off with the raffles. And I just want to, maybe briefly mention that our new monkeys, usually we try to accommodate, a short section to welcome you. But unfortunately, today our time seems to be a little bit stretched. So apologies, but do come back and join us in this upcoming week. Every week we run the town halls like this, so it's always a good opportunity for you to come up here and introduce yourself and for us to meet you. And without further delay, Florida Man, let's run the raffles. Take it away.
Cool. I do want to sneak one other thing that we haven't talked a lot about, but we're gonna launch these wallets pretty soon, customized wallets for monkeys if they want. So this is something that Ben is also able to help with and is pretty cool. So yeah, stay tuned for that stuff as well. Okay, let's do these raffles. Yeah, fully customized, pretty awesome metal wallets. I think they're like RF safe. I don't know, Ben can probably speak to it much better than I can in the chat, but yeah, that's it. RFID protection. Thank you, Hank. That's open. Those mystery packs are open they're still open for Breakpoint, but they will be open for everyone. We're going to add them to the banana stand, so just wait a little bit longer and they'll be available for everybody. I'm going to share my screen. Close some of these sketchy tabs.
Sketchy tabs?
All right, 1 second. Here we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is I have 2 raffles combined into one. So we're going to roll this twice and give away 2 Gen 3s. So I can't see the chat right now. So Jemmy, if there's anything that comes up, just tell me. But I'm going to roll the first name right now.
See. Yeah, I'm surprised to see no one is manifesting. Oh, yes. Speak of the devil. Hanko just did it. Is it Hanko? Can you read the name?
I can't read anything. It's Talk Queer won the first one. Congrats.
Oh, congratulations.
Screenshot.
All right, let's try again. Manifestation is the key.
Here we go. One more.
Manifesting a W, where Perilous actually comes up to town hall and speak.
David O.
Wow. Let's
Cool.
tag him.
So 2 Gen 3s going out next week. We're going to do a Gen 2. That raffle's pretty much done. So we'll get that going. And with that, I will send it back to you, Jemmy.
All right. Thanks a lot, Florida Man. I hope you guys are excited. This is definitely one of our favorite part of every town hall when we are able to do this. And this brings us towards the tail end of this week's town hall agenda items that we wanted to share. And I believe we are ready to send a Pump It Up vibes very soon. But before we do that, I just want to do a quick shout out and a big thanks to everybody for taking your precious time to join us always on every Friday. Nothing beats spending time with fellow monkeys, and most of our normie friends will be wondering why, but we all know why we are here, because this is special. So enjoy your weekends, have a lovely one, make sure that you touch as much grass as you want, and enjoy the rest of your Friday. Let's send a Pump It Up vibes.
You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Up, 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 Don't you know?